Hello, welcome back. Last time I got bricked walled by something I did not understand in Garden of Khu'tara, but fortunately I eventually figured out what I needed to do to get through it. And I sort of understand now. There are these weird interactions with water streams that I've seen come up in levels before, but I just feel like it was never really expounded upon by anything I read in the gym or library. Yeah, okay, so like the pattern to do this is kind of burned into my fingers now. Ow, my fingers, so hot. Right, I have to hold jump. I'm not doing it. That part has not etched itself into me just yet, but that's okay. Hold jump, and that's all. Right, okay. So from there, then I can begin to do the rest of the room. Yeah, so all the practice last time means that beginning part's going to be basically free now. Failure rate will never go down to 0%, but it'll be low enough to operate just fine. So a wall bounce there gets me that. I think I'm doing... It's weird that that's pink. Because am I not just immediately... I don't know how far the wall bounce is going to take me, but it feels like it'll be far enough to do a reverse wave dash on this, then a reverse wave dash on that, to go back. Like, this will crumble. I will have hit the touch switch, and I'll go through there and start an ultra and just see what happens afterward. Hold. Ah, I don't go as high as I was expecting. Alright, upright, downright. Oops. Right, and there's also the problem of dash truncation. First run here when I boot up the game, since I've done this a bunch of times to have tested stuff, always goes so well. Whoops. So those break pretty fast, but I still think my plan is the correct one. And then after I do a couple more runs, I get worse. Happens every time. Probably a name for that phenomenon, but I don't know it. But it is definitely something I've seen a lot during the course of this LP. I did not hit that touch switch. Okay, so try to go a little farther right. Just trust the boost to get you as far as the left thingy. I need to ultra way later than that. That was much too early. Don't truncate. Oh! It didn't work. I was holding, and my inputs didn't do what I usually do there. I guess I just didn't have enough speed somehow. Whoops, right. I sometimes press an extra jump there, and it stops the bounciness of the blue flowers. It's important not to press an extra jump. Okay, so... dang it. Yep, that is the point of learning now. Okay, so figuring out the timing of that, not just automatically happening. Right, I did figure out why sometimes I don't get the red flower boost. It is always, as far as I can tell, when I am buffering a coyote time jump, like my feet have to actually be inside the flowers when I do the jump in order for them to speed me up. If I have left the ground, there is no residual flower smell. They're only when I'm actually in them. So I can't line myself up exactly with the sign. Let's try when I'm directly below it. Because sign's too high, whoops, for me to actually be at it at that time. And I don't have... Oh, you didn't move. How? I did the reverse wave dash, didn't I? Did I, like, perfectly buffer my jump on the ground or something? Whoops. I was thinking too hard about that and not what I was doing. Okay, that made it. I was a little left of the sign, actually. I landed on something that started crumbling, yes, and this was... or started moving, rather. This came to the right, so that, the state of the world was this spiky thing was to the left. That says dash right. I think what you're saying to me is to do a reverse wave dash on those flowers. Catch the thingy and boost it to the right. There's a red portal there. Yes, okay, so I need to take the portal with lots of speed. I think I'm doing a delayed block boost here. Like, reverse into the thing, get the touch switch, jump dash right, so I get the double boost. I'll be going very fast through that red portal, and crash into those blue flowers. They will disappear, my everything will be normalized, and I think I just do a reverse wave dash on the red, which will crumble. Get the crystal, dash up right, bounce, reverse wave dash into Ultra, get on that thing which will probably be down and speed through to the blue portal? I don't know, let's get there and find out. Oh, right, I guess I buffered my jump, so I was not in the flowers, so that speed was not applied. It's like I always learn these things at, like, the last time I will be seeing the element that I learn about. Eh, better late than never. Let's see, only a little bit better. Kinda doesn't matter after that point. Right, I need to be way quicker on the draw there. I think it's a forward wave dash to the left. Because of where I land on that platform, reverse is not appropriate. It makes more sense with the things that are going on. Ooh, those get spiky. That makes me less sure. The spikiness means I can't spend much time on the ground, making wave dash more appealing. Heh. Okay, yeah, wave reverse works just fine. Reverse wave. Yeah, of course, if I'm reversing my wave dash, then that doesn't put me any farther to the right on the thing, so I can just do it. Not worry about it. Yeah. Whoa, I did that wrong. You could tell by the way I died. That's the indicator. I did lots of things wrong there. I need to start my wave dash in the air. That is what a wave dash is. It's called something else when it's on the ground. Whoops, I guess I didn't go far enough right. Oh. I also realized that these flowery walls that I was trying to climb up and could not are both flowery and icy. It's just the flowers almost entirely cover the ice, but I can just barely see it shining underneath the flowers. So, not all red flower walls would be unclimbable, just those. Whoa, sure, that's fine. I guess I didn't get my dash back. Okay. Yep. Whoa, nope, that wasn't a reverse. Should have done the other kind of dash first. That was too horizontal. I just had a terrible thought. Imagine this game, but with analog dash directions at all times. Ew. I mean, you wouldn't be able to do anything nearly as precise as this, level-wise. You'd just be stuck with, like, vague loose levels. I just tolerate a lot more slop in the direction of dash. Yeah, I need to make it farther right than that. I think I'm doing my wall bounce badly. So let's laten the wall bounce. Ooh, that was extremely late. It was good though, but it felt like it wasn't gonna be. Alright, late. Ah! It's just, that touch switch is deeper in there than it looks like. Well, it's not, but where it is, feels like it's not as deep as it actually is. It's a little hard to touch. Ah. I still haven't actually parsed the whole room. I need to see a little more of it before that feels like a useful action. Nope, nope, nope. I burned my dash too quick and did my wall bounce too quick too. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Or both. But then I also have to wait on the ground there for my dash to come back. Right, that perpetual problem. Not enough time on the ground to get the dash. That is one of the many things that this is about. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually gotten out of there with red hair. It's just that, like, finding the angle when I'm going to actually hit the ground when I start my dash. I have to wait till I'm so low that I'm not ready to stay on the ground for as long as I have to stay. And as you can see, that's just kind of a problem everywhere that I have to do that move, which is a lot of places. Not here, but everywhere else. Later. There's kind of a rhythm to this. Oops. Not every dash interval is the same, but a lot of them are. It's like foosh, 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 foosh. Ah, dang it! Nope. I just don't feel like I can compensate for my my shortness of dash by being more deliberate about it, because any adjustment I try to apply will adjust too far. So I just kind of have to just sort of like lean toward doing things another way. Just kind of gesture in that general direction, but don't make a deliberate change to my input. Just sort of think it. Okay, so I'm initiating that ultra way too early because usually that's how I want to ultra. It's just that in that spot, it's not. Ah! Okay. Okay. No, that how. Here, do this, do this, do this, do this. Ah, not that. There are spikes there. Of course there are. Why wouldn't there be? I think that might be the first time I was actually killed by them. Well, I didn't have a dash there. I guess I didn't do my wave dash right. Well, that was a record, technically. Getting that next move in there, I mean, I spent so much energy on the prior moves. It's gonna be hard. No? Why was my hair blue there? I spent so long on the ground! Okay, really? At least that's what it looked like to me, but my eyes are lying to me, I guess. I didn't have my dash! So, alright, I guess I'll adjust to spend more time on the ground there. Even though it feels like a place where I can't really afford it. Gonna have to happen, though. I did my ultra at the wrong time somehow. Let's take a break and parse some more of the room. See if that helps me at all. Just look at this. Okay, so that's where you ultra. below and maybe a tiny bit left of the sign, depending on speed. Because I have to get under those spikes there in the center. There's plenty of time to catch the moving platform, it's just that my hair needs to be red when that happens. Jump dash right. I'll get into a portal, I'll careen into blue flowers, and everything will be normalized. How far do flowers spring me? Pretty far, right? Extremely far. Farther than a springboard. I'm going to have to... I'm actually not sure what I'm going to have to do there. Do I need to interrupt that in a reverse wave dash? That's going to be gross if so. But anyway, reverse wave dash on that. Or maybe just grounded hyper because... No. Oh, you want me to dash inside that crystal? I guess I'll have enough speed that'll get me to the blue. That's a really uncomfortable angle though, because, I mean, eyeballing it, it looks like I'll hit that upper right spike. But my angle will be different because my speed will be so extreme coming out of those. Right? Anyway, so assume that gets me to the flowers. That is an instant ultra, so reverse and instantly go down right. Okay, so once I'm doing that... Alright, get on the ground, I'm ultraing to that portal. Portal takes me up, and then... I just kind of die. Well, no, I'll be moving right. Where does this go? It's on the track, so it goes upwards. Kind of sandwiches itself with the portal up there, but I think that just takes it out of the picture. So I probably want to ring the orange thing, go into the yellow. Orange thing will get rid of that, and I do not know what my trajectory will be, but that's the end of the room. When I come out of the blue, I assume I'm going to be going, like, a little shallower than a 45-degree angle down and right. How many dashes will I have? 1? And it looks like I need that at the end. So using no dashes, I need to veer into the orange, then veer left, then like dash straight up and veer right slightly to get out of that, I think? That's what it looks like to me. Okay. So that's the whole room parsed, maybe. Must have been off the edge. I can only clearly see when I pause and review. Nope. Certainly can't tell in real time, other than by the fact that the speed was not imported. So I just have to assume that's the reason, because it seemed to be. Well, I almost did it. I was just too hasty with the rest of my inputs. Okay, a little slower with the jumping off the wall. Not slower with the dash. I do need to dash immediately after the jump to get the boost. Whoops. Could I do a leftward wave dash there? Maybe I could. Would it be worth anything? Maybe, it's hard to tell. Ah, too late. Nope. Nope. So, the parsing that I've done beyond my current obstacle didn't reveal a whole lot of problem-looking spots. So it feels like I'm kind of in the hardest part now already. Well, I'm past the hardest part, which was figuring out this input, which didn't get a chance to do there. Yeah, it's like hard, medium, easy. What? Suddenly the hard part's failing. Hard but extremely solvable. Medium and my current problem. Predicted to be easy, but I haven't experienced it yet, so I don't actually know. No, I don't think... I think I do have to be going to the right, because if I try turning around to the left, then I've spent too much time on the ground and the spikes come out. Ah, I just have to get higher there. I'm not waiting long enough to input that dash is the problem. Wait! Nah, I didn't have my hair. And I think I did other things wrong, but the first problem I had was... What?! Whoa. I dashed from too high. Yep, too far left. Okay. It'd be nice if it would help to see what's going wrong and I could actually do something about it. But it's more a matter of which of the near inevitable mistakes did I make this time. Living in the future as I am, I don't get instant feedback on what I'm doing here, but it has been fun to see, like, time delayed. What people post about, like, oh man, this next room gave me so much trouble and then I breezed through it. Or, hey, you're probably gonna get 2 rooms done next time, and then I walk into, Polaris, was it? So I guess somebody found that one easy. Good for you. I didn't. Ah, I made it in the red portal. I didn't have my dash, though. Or no, it was after Polaris. It was Summit Downside and whatever came after that. Like, those two were 3 videos total for both of them, I think. Just different skills. I have my weak points, I have my strong points. Other people have a different set of those. And that is neat. And that's one of the things I love about watching Let's Plays, and I hope that people who are watching this get the same enjoyment as just seeing the differences. And how predispositions and perceptions can just change an experience completely. Like, yeah, how many of you got stuck on the spot here that I did with the having to hold jump in the water? Was I the first person ever to do that? Maybe everybody else just reflexively holds jump a lot more often. Yeah, I still just did not get my hair back. I don't really know what to adjust to fix that. I know here it's just not happening. Extended hypers, just still kind of the worst thing. They became the worst thing slowly. But they are a very distinct and omnipresent problem for me. They're so inconsistent. Wave dashes, I can do those all day, every day. But extended hyper is just a completely different beast. Although I guess in this room it is showing me that wave dashes fail for me sometimes, but not as often. Oh, I was too early, but I made it work anyway. Dang it! Like, what am I think I can feel that something is going wrong here, but the problem is I can't communicate to my fingers what it is. What was that? That was a grab. At what point in this room do I press the grab button? Right then, right there only, I think. Except I should not. There we go! Alright, here I did and I probably didn't want to. Okay. Am I gonna die from this? Yes. So I do have to interrupt that? Gross. Okay, so among all of that I have to do an interrupt. That's a new record, by the way. I have to interrupt into a reverse wave dash on that thing. What? I didn't grab. Okay, there is a spot where I grab. It's that spot. I think I was facing the wrong way. I'd love to practice the later stuff, but I have to get back there again. but I'm just so blue-haired all the time. It used to be a thing. I don't know if this is an American thing or like if it's I don't know if it was an American thing or still is, or if it exists in other places. Like, blue hair, I don't know how rude it is to say this, but there was a point when that was a slang term for an old woman, because there was some kind of trend of white-haired old women dyeing their hair blue, something. Every once in a while I'm reminded of that when I'm playing this game. If this is rude to say, sorry, I don't know anything about it really. Just, it was a term that I've heard applied to that situation. It's common enough to have a nickname for it. A little earlier. Okay, right, so I need to start using the sign again as a reference point. I'm just not referencing anything there, just kind of going when I feel like it. Wow, yep, gotta wait on that dash for longer. See, I just have too many accumulated failure points to really meaningfully iterate on the later stuff. It's just, every instance of getting there feels unique. Right, so what's my plan to get my hair back better in the spot where I become an old woman? No, earlier. Use the sign. Okay, first of all, don't worry about that yet. First, become consistent on that ultra. Use the sign. I do it a little bit left and below the sign. I mean, well, below. I can't even control where I am vertically, but a little bit left. Certainly not to the right. But, like, just actually look at it and do something about it. Here. Yeah, see, that felt better. I still didn't get my hair back, but I can start to adjust that if I become consistent at the other thing. Can I adjust it here, too? Like, that's a problem, too. And that one sometimes. I'm surprised that worked. I was not ready for it to, because it looked like it wasn't going to. I didn't press the jump button. I thought about it, but my thumb didn't. Thought isn't quite enough. I didn't again! What?! This is not a mind-controlled controller. It's pressure. Gotta actually apply physical force. I did it again! What's happening to me? I just... Suddenly, that part of the script has fallen out of my head. Jump! You didn't go down, even though your spikes came out. It's so weird how that can happen. Now, there is some other weird stuff. Like, why doesn't that move the thing? It's like it needs quite a bit of time to settle after the last movement before it can move again. Maybe I was inside that timing window, and that was why the thing didn't thing. See, here it moves. Here it's supposed to, but every once in a while doesn't. Anyway, don't worry about it. I'm here. No, I didn't look at the sign. I just went when I felt like it, and my feeling is wrong. Either calibrate your feeling or use the sign. Using the sign should calibrate me, really. Use the sign, use the sign. I did, but my hair was the wrong color. I input the dash, but there was no dash to inputs. No! Extended hyper. My nemesis. Like, I'm not having a lot of dash direction problems today. It's just the timing of the extended hyper. Dude, I don't have time to do that. Are you kidding me? Okay, so don't grab that for one thing. How am I ever going to time that? And what am I doing exactly? So, okay. I guess I just have to close my eyes and take it on faith that I will make it through the red portal and end up bouncing on the blue. Maybe release the D-pad. Would that work? Maybe. Yeah, I'll try releasing the D-pad. As soon as I hear the spring, dash down left and reverse right. Let's see if I can do it by sound. This part's weird. I guess it's an ultra without the jump? Just kind of like ultra, slide in, and then... Sure, I think I'll know what to do there. Okay, so just faith in the red portal. Assume it'll take me where I want to be. If it doesn't, then I can adjust further. No, my hair! No. Oh, yeah, you didn't move again. Was it because I was too early, or is it possible to buffer a jump and just not have been on the ground for long enough, and that's what I did? I can't actually tell. This feels like if I can get past that that one reverse post red portal, I'm pretty much done with the room. I mean, there's a little more, but it all looks quite intuitive. Ah, it happened again. That part's just always hard. There's just really no solving that one. Arrgh. Just every wave dash starts from too low by necessity. So it turns into a, like, half-extended hyper. Or an unextended one most of the time. Arrgh. Trust. But, like, how do I be ready for that follow-up? Ah, okay, so part of my issue is my itchy trigger finger is on the climb button because I was just climbing. So I end up wanting to climb on the blue flowers too, and that just kind of throws me off. So I just need to somehow manage to forget about the climb button after the one instance of pressing it here. Forget about the... well... I need my hair... I need my hair... It's kind of funny that hair color is the dash indicator in this game. I just don't think about it much because it's been that way for as long as I've known. But it is kind of funny. Well, I had everything except for readiness to actually do anything with it. Sure. Like, my ultra speed just ends before I get to that platform, and that kind of messes me up because I'm expecting to keep going the same speed the whole time. Okay, well that didn't go right. In a new way. Right, but like when I'm there, I have to be thinking about the reverse wave dash that's coming. Ah. Like, I have to be getting close, but I'm really getting that feeling of things just being out of my reach. Just this entire expert lobby, I've been stretching beyond my skill level. I didn't go far left enough. I need to... Or my time... What did go wrong there? Like, I was too low on the traffic light. Or equivalent. And then I just didn't... I didn't even get the touch switch. Well, that flowers didn't give me a boost. But I don't know... I don't know what to do about any of my problems other than just keep on trying. Should I look at some of them and try to come up with a better solution to something? Okay, let's examine when exactly I'm pressing the dash button at that time when I'm always not getting my hair. Like, can I just do it earlier? Maybe I can pick a reference point on the way down for when to dash out of that ultra. Ah. Should be at normal wave dash height, right? Like, I know what that is, don't I? It's like between 2 and 3 tiles. Somewhere around there. Let's take a moment. So my problem spot is there. Yeah, I can kind of see what's making me dash too low. I might be trying to vertically align with the sign, which means I'm doing it too late. And I also might not be trusting my... like how rightward I'll go from that. Which doesn't need to be a concern. It does, though. Sometimes I fast fall on the way down, and I do hit the left side of that platform. So be sure not to fast fall. Okay, so maybe that's part of my problem. Maybe I'm fast falling and just missing my ride here. The gesture is dash down right, jump left, hold climb. That part might not be strictly necessary, but it feels good. Jump right, dash right, release everything except maybe the right direction. I think everything. Just release everything. Touch those flowers. My concern is if I release everything, I won't make it to the flowers. And then just be ready for an instant interrupt. Down left, jump right. That just feels like the hardest input in the entire room to me. And after I've done that, I have to dash up right inside that crystal. Is that true? Do blue flowers give me my dash back? Yes, they do. So, now hang on. Then tell me about the crystal. No, the crystal is for dashing right. Okay, I had the wrong of it here. Wait a minute. Why then am I even trying to reverse on that? Dash straight down out of the blue. Just like do a regular jump off the red. Dash right, dash upright. Will that take me far enough? I feel like it will. It's kind of borderline though. That's a whole lot easier to pull off, so I'm gonna try it. Extended hypers. Extended hypers. Right, no, I haven't applied the correction to when I dash for that. What's the correction? Like, when my feet are lined up with the top of the sign or so? That's probably too high. Just do the thing. Just do the thing in all the places you need to do it. Why not was that it? That went forward instead of backward. That was a super, I think, somehow. Am I gonna quit and just do this another day? As much as I'd like to finish this room, it's just, again, it's giving me that feeling of just not happening today, even though I've been this close. I'm turning around and I can't grab a wall with my back. That's the issue there, so I just need to hold left for longer. Too many problems that I have to think about solving, and I can't think about them all at once. When I think about one, it means I forget about the next one in the chain. And this just never stops happening, no matter what. These first three are awful. I just wish I could just do the thing. This one's usually not a problem. This one's not a problem often enough for me to be bothered by it. That one is, and then follow-up is too. Am I just doing that from too high? Like, that's what too high looks like, right? Probably. Okay, so lower. Yeah, okay, lower was better. I can be to translate to English, I didn't hold left long enough to grab the thing. Just in that uncomfortable zone where I'm not close enough to feel like I can comfortably finish today, but I'm close enough that I feel like I should finish today. It's just gonna feel bad either way, unless I finish just like right now. Okay, so I have to hold left for way longer. Okay, you know what? I'm going to hold left forever there. I'm going to fail the room by holding left for too long in order to convince myself to hold left for long enough. There, I did it. Okay, now that I've done that, can I tweak from there to something working? Oh, that was fun. Whoa. So that's a route that can be followed. Wouldn't recommend it. Why didn't you reverse? Was I too high? Maybe. I can never tell in that spot. Am I having the problem I have with ice walls, where there's a protrusion coming out of it so I don't know where the surface is? Maybe that's what's happening. I think that is what was happening. No hair. Just no hair, ever. Okay, can I get my hair back? Yes! There's more I have to do, but at least I got my hair back. See, I have two major problem spots in that zone. Getting my hair back and holding left for long enough. How do I address both at once? They're too close together for me to focus on either one individually. Can I focus on both at the same time? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. Alright, so now my problem is that it seems like... Okay, so the... I don't understand how I'm fitting through that gap. I've done it several times before. But this thing I put my feet on starts moving upwards. At the same time, that starts moving rightwards? Wait a second. Could I not wait an extra cycle on this thing? Yeah, as long as I have my hair, do actually just hold left forever. There might be a reason not to do that. I don't immediately see one, though. Take a break. Don't take too long a break. But yeah, take a break there. Okay. If I plan to take a break, that's how I'll solve my problem. Okay, so just like a one-cycle break. There we go. Then I can think about those two things individually. Right, but that's not what I'm doing there. Okay, that might actually have been the one and only thing I needed to uncork getting the rest of the room done. Yeah, my thing didn't move again. Just the ability to separate those two inputs by a bit. I think also just the... No. I'm going to attribute this success to that. Okay. So, perfect. I did everything exactly as I wanted to, except my ultra took me too high. Alright, well there we go. Okay. It was... So, hanging onto that for an extra cycle solved my huge... That was... This right here was the big wall today. So, I just need to tweak that ultra a little bit. So, a little earlier on the ultra. And just kinda see where the trajectory takes you, and then that's like the end of the room. I just have to do some veering and one dash, and that's it. There we go. Just separate. Down would be a better... Would down be a better direction to have? See, I got lucky and my up dash took me perfectly into that gap last time. I got a different idea. I'm gonna hang on that wall and jump off. Yeah, okay. So, this is perfectly consistent now. Hang! Then jump, then do this. Yeah, that's the way. Hang on the wall, crumble it, crumble the other thing, just don't engage with those red flowers. They're just a floor to put my feet on, nothing more. I'm sure some players are good enough to interrupt that bounce, but that's not me. If I had to learn it, I could, but I would be very grumpy about it. It's like dropping the fishbowl in the Polaris thing. It's a way that's distinctly better for me, so I'm gonna vary it up with my own route change. I guess I'm doing a couple of those in here. The little rest I take just prior to that is another one. Right here, let's rest. Ah, dang, my hair's the wrong color. Oh, that was so early. I could have gotten away with it if I had done it better. What? My thumb tripped. Didn't go where it needed to go. The inputs I'm making sometimes make me brush up against this controller's right analog stick, which is not used in this game at all. So it just kind of gets in the way. I should almost have like a dedicated Celeste controller where I like chop that thing off or something. I suppose more realistically, take apart the controller and pull off the rubber cap on it. Could be done non-destructively. It's tempting. There we go. Okay. I forgot what I was doing. I just completely blanked on where I was in my script. I'm climbing on that thing, jumping left, and then jumping right. Nope. Okay, now I have the feeling that I can actually finish the room today. Perhaps a more dangerous feeling than the other one. Are there even spikes there? I felt like I just died because I just had a slight script deviation. There are spikes there, I can see them. They're very camouflaged. Whoops. Nope, that wasn't a reverse. I input it wrong. No! A rare problem, but it happens. There we go. Climb, jump, jump, dash, dash, bounce. Well, don't just sit there. You have to do a reverse wave dash into an ultra. Okay. Now that I remembered that. Then it's the blue portal and the activities post-blue portal that I haven't seen, but feels like it should just work out? Maybe? I hope so. Climb, jump. Woo! I sprang? Why did I spring? I was holding the climb button the whole time. I jumped left. And I still sprang. I guess more than... Actually... I might need to experiment on some of those earlier crumbly blue flowers. Where can I do that? So, sure. Holding the whole time does that. I don't know, how did I spring? Like, I was holding the climb button the entire time, and I thought that prevented the spring. It's like if it destroys at a specific time, it doesn't? Do I want to hold for longer? Probably. Yeah, jump straight up. Jump straight up after holding for a bit. Just don't jump left immediately. I think that's the forbidden action. Jump straight up. Yeah, there we go. Well, my ultra was still bad, but other than that, everything was perfect. Yeah, so I do have to be ready for, once again, a wave dash starting from uncomfortably low. Whoops. Those crumble, right? The ones that I'm bouncing on right before the wave dash? Yes. I can maybe climb up them a little bit. Yeah, so the only issue with that route that I'm following is I land kind of lower on those blue flowers than I would otherwise. I know I can compensate, it's fine. It could be a little more comfortable if I did the extremely uncomfortable thing beforehand, but I will take the later, more minor discomfort. Ah! That was an open air corner jump. Kinda. No, how I was on the ground for like 10 minutes. Yes, I can exaggerate. A time period that absolutely was long enough for my hair to have come back, but it didn't come back. And I don't understand why. No, I jumped too late. So yeah, that crumbles pretty quick. The camera is a little, not super on the ball with where I am. No. There. Jump, jump. It's the other way around. I have way more speed there than I thought. Just hold right and it'll be done. Got it. Okay. Okay. Wow, that did not go at all like I expected it to. Ah. Just hold right and it's done. I do get a dash back, so I may have to use it for something. Be prepared. Ah! Wrong way! No! I started my wave dash from too low. Was part of the problem. Probably the whole thing. That was from too high. Nope. 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 Not quite. What is happening? So yeah, sometimes if I get blue hair on this dash, sometimes it's recoverable. That happened a little earlier and I noticed something was off but didn't quite figure out what it was. No! My feet were all the way on the ground before I started my dash. Yeah. That's a wave dash started way too late. Just be sure you're still in the air. Yeah, that's all. Just, all I have to do is think about being You bring me. You sprang me. Sprung me. You bring me into the spikes. I mean, I'm using a weird jank solution right now. I didn't think about being in the air. So, I guess it's my fault for using the weird thing. But again, the inconvenience is much more minor than the thing that the level wants me to do. No. Come on, Rube. I know all your tricks. I've solved you. We're done here. You're overstaying your welcome. I'm not allowed to leave until I just get the perfect run. Lower. Shh. Higher on that, yes. But also the correct direction would help. Lower. Well, see, that's the issue. Lower and farther right, I guess. Never stop holding right until you're reversing. Never stop holding right until you're reversing. Okay. That worked. I was very low, but it worked. You sprang me again! Why do you do that? Is it because I press left? I have to press left at some point? When is the time when I'm allowed to press... Oh, I need to hold forward. My jank is going to work. I've seen it do it. It's just it's so inconsistent. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't want to hold right that entire time. I do need to release it a little bit. It's just hard to know when. Now? Maybe. Be ready for jank. That wasn't ready enough. Nope. Yes, no. Ooh, that was, it worked. It's fine. That worked, it's fine. Yeah! There we go, finally, everything lined up. Ah! Okay, that should have been over long ago. Okay. I'm done, and I don't know what's next, and you know what? I'm kind of still in this level. This should... Oh. I lost control there. And now here's my car. Whoops! Those are spikes. Where am I? It's in the background. I can't jump on it. What is this? It's Plasma Reactor. Okay, so Plasma Reactor. So the last two are Psychokinetic and Chromatic Complex. Wow, what a pair to save for last. Alright, next time Plasma Reactor. It's been forever since I did this, and I barely remember it. It's just like, don't dash under the laser things, I think is the story. But otherwise it works out. But also this is about, like, multi-boosts and stuff. Delayed block boosts. I call them by the wrong name sometimes. Anyway, we'll find out next time.